Hi guys, this is going to be your weekly forecast for the sign of Virgo. I've already shuffled the cards and dealt them face down, so we're going to flip them over and see what's going on for your week. First card, Eight of Swords upside down. That's being stuck. Or that could be coming out of being stuck. Let's see what it's coupled with. This is the cat. So this is like slowly but cautiously coming out of a position of being unable to act. Or acting with great caution. Really like tiptoeing here. Let's keep going. In the negative space, I've got the Page of Swords with the bread upside down. I'm kind of getting from this that you don't want to be speaking too much. Again, this is like coming out tiptoeing, right? You don't want to make a ruckus. The Page of Swords is, he kind of comes in and he lets you know what's on his mind. And he comes in with new ideas. But in this case, you're not really coming for, you don't really want to come for, you don't feel the need with the bread upside down to come forward with any ideas at the moment. You'd rather be really cautious in the background for some reason. We're going to find out why as we keep going. All right, so in the positive space, I've got the Tower upside down. Well, there's the reason. So the Tower right side up is the worst card in the deck. So it's, it's actually your Tower collapsing like it's in the picture. Upside down, it's really trying to avoid this situation. So it's really good that it came out upside down, actually. So we're trying to avoid the situation. That's why we're walking on eggshells here. And that is coupled with the Oracle card, the Eye. I think that in this case, other people seeing you, there's something about being perceived by other people with regards to this. We're going to come back and clarify that. There's something about being seen that is potentially the Tower moment, that's potentially devastating, or like you really want to avoid being seen, which is why you're not speaking, which is why you're acting really cautiously. Let's keep going, because I think we're going to figure out why as we keep going. The next card here, this is what's going on in the background. I've got the Empress, and then the Oracle card, Neptune, but it's upside down. This is a little bit of like sitting pretty, looking great, but having no idea what you're doing. Okay? And I think that goes right along with this cat energy we have here. It's like, I actually can't do much, but I'm going to pretend like I'm in a great spot just by sitting here and smiling, okay? And then the final card here, of course, because it looks like there is something, I knew this was leading up. There's a challenge here. There is a problem. We've got the Devil. We're tiptoeing around this problem right now. That's what this is. We're avoiding this problem. We're avoiding this challenge. And that is coupled with the acorn or the nut upside down. This is having trouble starting something new. So that goes right along with the Page of Swords, which is saying something new. And we're having trouble getting over an obstacle to start something new. But in the meantime, we're sitting back and we're looking like we're just fine. But the truth is that we're kind of like very wary. We don't want to draw attention to ourselves. And we actually feel like we can't take too many actions. We're very restricted. So I'm going to clarify each one of these positions and see if we can get a little bit more information here for you guys. All right, so first let's take a look at this restriction, this acting cautiously, with great heed, keeping yourself very restricted in your actions. What's going on? Why is that showing up? Or rather, I kind of know what that is, but let's see. What is that? Tell me about the Nine of Swords here. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Okay. Yeah, not acting. You're not making any major moves. All right? Not making any major moves. You don't want to rock the boat for some reason. Don't want to rock the boat. All right, so let's take a look at this communication. Like, I don't really want to give anyone a piece of my mind right now. I don't really need to say anything. I'm just going to sit back. So let's take a look at the Page of Swords. I don't know if I held it up long enough for you guys to take a look at it. Let's look at the Page of Swords and the bread upside down. That's what we're looking at. Page of Swords, please. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Tell me about the Page of Swords. All right, the Sun. Yeah, you don't really want to talk about what you want. In fact, you don't feel the need to speak on your opinion on the matter at all. What did I say? Your opinion, and the number 1 is at the bottom. All right, so I want to take a look at this avoiding being seen here. Something about it, you don't want people looking at you. You don't want to draw attention to yourself just while you're not speaking. So why is that? Why is the Tower upside down? Please tell me about the Tower. Please tell me about the Tower for my Virgos. Please tell me about the Tower for my Virgos. The 9 upside down. You don't want to bring it up. You don't want to bring it up because then it's going to bring it to mind. Okay? You don't want to bring it to mind. You don't want it talked about. You don't want to bring up. What is it that you don't want to bring up? Why is it that you're feeling so restricted? Okay, there we go. So there is a bit of a. This might have something to do with a conflict regarding what you're attracted to, Virgo. It's like it might be like the sort of situation where you're attracted to someone, but there's no way you could ever act because they're engaged. That's a perfect example of this. It's like an attraction that would lead to an unsolvable conflict, like something you couldn't go for because it would not be the right thing to do because it would lead to something, to like terrible calamity, that sort of a thing. And so you can't, and then we're going back to this, and so you wouldn't ever be able to, right? That's the challenge. That's the thing you can't get over. Start anything new, right? This would be, it's an ability, right? We can't start it, and this is a challenge. Meanwhile, we're looking like we're fine, though. So let's take a look at the Empress. I feel like we're sitting pretty, but we don't know what we're supposed to do. Let's take a look at the Empress, please. Tell me about the Empress. Oh, jeez. Shuffling goes upside down. Tell me about the Empress, please. Tell me about the Empress with Neptune upside down. Tell me about the Empress. A card fell out. All right, so I think this is about a potential relationship. I think there is a person that you have in mind with, or you have a bond with, but you could never act on this. And so you're like, I'm never going to say anything, and you better not look at me. I'm going to sit pretty and pretend like nothing's going on, because I could never start something. Anything else? Anything else? Yeah. So the crown is upside down here. This is like the prize. It's not within your grasp. And again, it's very distant. It's very distantly not within your grasp, Virgo. I'm sorry to say. Let's see if we can peek. Yeah. Like, I feel like, I feel like there's an intense... This is something you really wanted, but there's no foundation for it yet. Maybe there could be in the future, but there's no foundation for it yet. It's not possible yet. All right, so let's pick up the cards and just see if we can get any more advice or any other advice. Perhaps we'll get a different message too, so that would be nice. So we're gonna do one tarot card and one oracle card. Just see if we can get another message or any other advice for my Virgos, please. Any other advice for my Virgos? Either pertaining to, okay. Oh. 6 of Pentacles. This is, I think, putting yourself out there a bit more. This is, okay. Yeah. I think that maybe there's a fear here. There is a fear. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. And with the moon here, I'm getting that there's a fear of having that give and take. If this is pertaining to the last reading, that would make sense because there's a fear. Obviously, like we're saying, there was a challenge there. You know, for whatever reason, there can be no give and take, so there's a fear in the page. And so let's see if we can get an oracle card to clarify. Let's see if we can get an oracle card. Okay, oop, there we go. Yeah, and I have the chair. This is about changing your position. This is about changing your position. So don't be afraid to change your position on something. In the bottom, I have the bread again. So it's like on something you need. Don't be afraid to change the position on something you need. So if something's not going to happen right now, maybe you need to go for something else that's going to fulfill your need and put you on the throne, you know? Even if it's temporary, the Six of Pentacles is not necessarily a long-term card. It's a give and take. It's transitionary. It's you know, it's definitely not permanent. This could just be saying, you know, getting out there and mingling in some fashion, changing your position from where you are and coming out of fear is going to be beneficial to you. Because I think you might be stuck in a situation that is not going anywhere, at least for the time being anyway. So that is your reading, Virgos. I hope you liked it. If you did, please click like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.